Hello there. We have one more quick lesson for this week and measuring temperature. A thermometer is an instrument used to measure temperature. Many of you may have been taking your temperature the last few weeks with the coronavirus, just making sure you're staying well. Do you see that circle beside of number 2, a little circle? Is the symbol used to write degrees. That means degrees. 2 scales used to measure temperature are the Fahrenheit and the Celsius scale. Okay, let's take a look at the Fahrenheit and Celsius. Again, every day when we start, we're going to be at the very top. So if you'll always have out your books, if you'll always have out 2 trim pencils and a highlighter, and we'll be able to roll right on. And lately you've been needing a ruler, but that's something you can grab and take care of after we get off. But those are kind of some tools you want to have close by for now. Okay, freezing point of water. Fahrenheit is 32, see that little circle, degrees. Celsius is 0, see the little circle, degrees. The boiling point of water is 212 degrees. Celsius is 100 degrees. Normal body temperatures are 98.6 degrees or 37 degrees, okay? Let's just go right down together and work on this. An instrument used to measure temperature is, what did we say that was, class? A thermometer is an instrument used to measure temperature. See that for number 1, so you'll write thermometer. Okay, the symbol used to write degrees is that little circle at the beginning of number 2. That goes in number 2. The freezing point for water is 32 degrees. Let's go up here and look at freezing point, 32. That would be Fahrenheit. So you put Fahrenheit there, or 0, and you would put Celsius. Okay, now we are at the boiling point for water is 212 degrees Fahrenheit and 100 degrees Celsius. Now, it's going to flip it on you down here. The normal body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius and 98.6 Fahrenheit. Okay, see all those? Okay. Fill in the blanks with the correct temperatures. This is pretty easy. Okay, you have, do you see 20 and 30? And it goes up by 2s. So that would be 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. So that would be 28 degrees. Okay, let's take a look at the second one. All right, so that one is 50. And you have the 2, it goes from 50 to 60, so that'd be 52 degrees, what? Fahrenheit, what? Celsius. See, it'll tell you there. Okay, see that? So you guys should be able to complete the other ones on your own. As we continue, let's do 1, follow the signs, just to make sure. Okay, will 8 go into 16? Yes. So your common denominator is 16. 8 will divide into 16 2 times. 2 times 7 is 14. 16 will divide into 16 1 time. 1 times 2 is 2. 14 minus 2 is 12. 16. Okay? You'll have to borrow. Your 3 becomes a 13. 13 minus 6 is 7. You reduce the 2 to a 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. So your answer is 7 and 12/16. You ask yourself, will 12 go into 16 evenly? It will not. What will go into 12 and 16? Think about that for a minute. That would be 4. 4 goes into 12 3 times. 4 goes into 16 4 times. Okay? Let me just take a look and see if there's anything else that I think you may have problems with today. Okay? I want to encourage you on number 5A. Do you see how you need to cancel? Okay, 5 goes into 5 1 time, 5 goes into 10 2 times, 2 goes into 2 1 time, 2 goes into 10. I'm sorry, I'm going way too fast. Let me start over. 2 will go into itself once, 2 will go into 12 6 times. 5 will go into itself once. 5 will go into 10 2 times. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 6 is 6. That can be reduced. Will 2 go into 6 evenly? Yes, 3 times. Will 2 go into itself evenly? Yes, 1 time. Your answer is 1/3. I'm going to bump right down and encourage you to work hard on that 3-digit multiplication problem and on your 2-digit divide and check. Okay, I'm try not to give you the whole answer. Please, 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 please know how to do those two, okay? They're going to haunt you next year if you do not know them, okay? Let's do this one together. For 3 days in July, the temperatures were 106 degrees, 104 degrees, and 102 degrees. What was the average temperature for the 3 days? You're going to add 106 plus 104 plus 102. You will have a sum. When you have that total, you will divide it by 3 because it's 3 days. That will give you your average temperature. You can see the answer here, but I want you to work it. I want you to write it out, and I want you to divide it out to make sure you get the answer. Having an answer is not a bad thing if you work and make sure that your answer matches, okay? Now, I'm going to see if I can turn this, but if I do, you might have to turn it on your screen. So if this doesn't work well, I apologize. Complete to find the correct change. We're going backward to the lessons earlier in the week. Okay, the customer gave $3. They spent $2.16. Okay, we are going to do what, class? We are going to first count from 216 to 220. That is 4 pennies. Then we're going to have to go from 220 to 225, which is 1 nickel. Then we're going to need 3 quarters to get us back up to $3, right? So that total, 4 pennies, 1 nickel, 3 quarters is 75 plus 5 is 80 plus 4 is 84 cents. If you add 216 plus 84, you will get $3. Remember, you always start making change with your smallest money first and work your way up to your largest money, sometimes even into bills. But today, on this particular one, it does not go to bills. But the one on down, as you continue working these problems, you will have that. Okay, class, I hope you had a great week. We have learned a lot, and I hope that you feel all caught up. I wanted to show you something that is going to be attached to your lesson today. What will be on test 14? When I was typing this out, it took me a while. Please notice at the bottom, it says continued. See page 2. We don't typically have a page 2, but in order for me to try to explain everything I was trying to explain, it took a lot of space. And you will need number 6. Do you see where it says measure lines to the nearest 1/2 inch with a ruler? If you don't have a ruler, please be picking one up because you're going to need one, okay? I just wanted to go over that with you. I hope you have an amazing weekend. And guess what? Summer is getting close. Bye-bye.